All right. So I did suggest, oh, I want to see myself. Okay. So I did suggest, namaste everyone, I did suggest that if you could get a towel, bath towel, fold it up so that it's about an inch high, maybe a little bit higher, so that you can put your heels on it or your toes. I'm going to show you a little different thing to do with for balance. So, namaste all. Hope you are well. Happy New Year. We will start as we always do in seated mountain pose. Knees are facing forward, hip width apart. There's nice space between your knees. Your toes are pointing forward, slightly pigeon-toed, and you know, most of you know, that that's to engage the muscles that are inside your leg as well as the rest of your leg. So when you slightly pigeon-toed, that they work hard. Okay, so we're sitting up straight and tall. Bring your shoulders up to your ears. Let them drop lightly. Retract your chin. Brace your abs. Squeeze your glutes. Close your eyes. Feel as straight and tall as you can be. And imagine that you're looking at yourself from one side or the other, or into a mirror or window that reflects you. How does that person look right now? See if you can make some little adjustments. You're sitting as straight and tall as you can. Try to relax the eyelids. Try to relax the jaws. Molars are apart, lips are gently closed. And you're breathing through your nose. Let's take the right hand to the belly, right thumb to the belly button. Left hand to the sternum, warm up the sternum. And relax the hand. Both hands, both wrists. Cover your eyelids. Draw your molars apart. And start to inhale deeply and fully into your right hand, into the belly. Through the nose. And exhale also through the nose. Inhale again when you need it. And exhale. And continue breathing as I read you a little paragraph that I like very much about the new year. Resolutions. Amidst the tumult that may always be outside of us and outside of our control, let us focus on bringing peace and quiet within. Many of us make resolutions as each new year begins. These are often hard to keep and cause us to demean ourselves, which may lead to feelings of stress. Let us resolve to try to be more loving of ourselves and more stress-free in 2026. Make a conscious effort to release stress regularly. At the end of each day, reflect on what made you anxious. Try to view each situation dispassionately. Then breathe out and imagine that with your exhale, you expel the issue and free yourself from its burden. You might do this as you get ready for bed, and it may help you get a better sleep. So I do wish you all a peaceful and gentle 2026. And let's take another breath. Nice deep breath into the belly. And exhale, 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 and blow. 2, 3, 4. Inhale again. And exhale. And blow. 2, 3, big puff. And stand out, open your eyes lightly, and feel your body. So we're going to start with the spinal routine. Always an excellent routine to, if you can't think of anything else to do, you might think north, south, east, west, twist, twist. So we'll start with your right hand going up and your left arm up. And of course, if you have, you've scanned your body, I hope, and you know how you're feeling today. If you have shoulder issues, you don't do this, or you do it much lower. And upper arms are against the ears, palms are facing each other, fingers are closed, elbows are soft. Take a nice breath, brace the abs, squeeze the glutes, and start to come forward with the head still at the upper arms. Keeping your spine as straight as it can be. Take a nice big inhale when you get here, and if you have high blood pressure or glaucoma, you stop because you don't want your head to be below your heart. The rest of us can continue going toward the feet, toward the floor. Let the arms hang for a few seconds. Take a breath and see if the hands can go a little farther down. Maybe straighten your toes if they wanted to curl like mine do. And one more nice breath. Chin on the chest. Start to walk the hands up the shins. When you get to the knees, shoulders go back and down, and then head is the last to come up. So north and south, we'll go toward the east. So your right hand goes to the chair seat, right elbow is soft, pointing to the right. You're still straight and tall. Brace the abs, squeeze the glutes. Left arm goes up. And the first thing that's going to happen is the left hip goes to the left, and then the body curves toward the right, and you're looking to the left. You're feeling both feet firmly on the ground. Press your big toes into the floor. And with each inhale, see if you can, with the exhale, see if you can continue a little closer toward the right. Feel that wonderful stretch of the left armpit. And see if now you can bring your left arm back a little bit. You're still breathing. And very slowly, left arm goes up. Look at the hand. Reach up. Grab that ball that's up there and pull. It's really taut on a string. And you're watching your hand. Pull, pull, pull slowly. Wiggle, wiggle a little bit. Close your eyes. Feel what you're feeling on that side. It feels wonderful to me today. And so we go to the other side. Left hand to the chair, left elbow is pointing to the left. Belly button is still facing front. Torso is still forward. Slowly bring up your right arm. And the first thing that's going to happen is the right hip is going to the right. And then curve your body. Your arm is over your head or even a little behind your head if you can. Take another breath. See if you can fold a little bit more. Keep them below. And see if you can now bring your right elbow back a little bit more. Keep your lips closed. You can do a W.C. Fields toward the right with your cheek if you don't want the cheek to be soft. And then come up. And reach up with that right hand. Grab the ball and you're pulling. It's so taut. You're really putting a lot of effort into this pull. And you're watching your right hand, watching the right thumb. And rest, feel your body, do what you need to do to get ready for more. Okay, so we did north, south, east, west. Now we're going to do twist, twist, starting to your right. Take your right hand to the back of the chair, right elbow is relaxed. Maybe touching the back of your chair. Knees are still facing forward. Belly button, clavicles facing forward. Bring your left arm around. Left hand on the right shoulder. And look behind you as far as you can. I can't see very far today. So find a place that will be your marker. Because we're going to retest in a few minutes. Keep breathing. Let your hands come around. Close your eyes. Just feel how that twist felt. You're going to take the left hand to the right shoulder and start to massage. And really try to get those trapezius muscles, which are across, especially the top of your back. They get very tight, and you're probably feeling some tightness, some tenderness, because we humans capture stress back there. You can close your eyes if you like. Move your head very gently, move your neck very gently as you're doing this. So you're massaging for 30 seconds, maybe even a minute. And then I like to dig my nails into a part that makes me go, whew. And it's tender. We're warming and lengthening these muscles. And you're breathing into those muscles. Okay, let your hand come to the quad. Just rest. Feel how tired that arm is. Try to relax your shoulders. Very gently. Go no, no, no. Nice big breath into the belly. So we're going to retest. We're going to see what happened with those muscles and how the brain responded. So we'll take your right hand back to the back of the chair. Knees are still facing forward as before. Elbow is down. Left arm comes around, and see if you can see a little bit farther behind you. You can crank it a little bit. And let the arms float around to replicate on the other side. So left hand is on the chair, left elbow is down. And how is this side? And your right knee is still facing forward. Nothing is moving. Your feet are glued to the floor. So this side, of course, is going to be a little different. And find a place to use as your marker. And let the hands come around. Close your eyes. And feel your body. So as we did before, we're going to take the hand to the opposite shoulder. So this is your right hand to your left shoulder, and start the good massage. Notice how this side is different from the other. And if you like, as I do, to really dig the nails into some tender parts of those muscles. Move the head a little bit if you like. Keep breathing. Think of the oxygen going to those muscles. And we'll relax. Back to hands to the quads. Shake your head. No, no, no. Yes, yes, yes. You can do the good old maybe. Hands back to the quads. Relax the shoulders. And we'll retest. So, left hand to the back of the chair. Brace your abs, squeeze your glutes. Right hand to the left shoulder, and quite a big difference for me on this side. And you could shake your head, no, 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 over here. Just feel how your neck feels. It should feel a little bit lighter and easier to move. Okay, let the hands come back. Just close your eyes and feel your body. Okay, so we're going to get cheeky, meeting these cheeks. And let's squeeze both cheeks. So you're squeezing your glutes, you're feeling, put your hands on your quads if they're not there already. Feel how tight your quads get, and then very slowly relax the glutes and feel how the quads respond. They're not working right now. So take a breath, squeeze the quads, squeeze the glutes, feel the quads, nice little bit height, get a little bit taller, and then relax. So this time, just squeeze the right glute. Relax. Inhale, now the left. Brace your abs, feel your abs working. Nice big inhale, and one more time, squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Both. And release. Feel your body. Now we're going to do the Kegels. Very important. So, your hands are just lightly on your quads, not pushing. So we'll take a breath, and you're squeezing the sphincter. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. The glutes are not being squeezed at the moment. Okay? Just you can relax the Kegels. Take another inhale, just the Kegels. So if you were urinating, you are stopping the flow of urine. And I highly recommend that you do this once or twice a day, once in a while, once a week, to get those sphincters to listen to you. Okay? Because sometimes when you sneeze or cough, you know what happens. So what we're going to do is we're going to practice the sneeze, because that one you can practice. Sometimes when you cough, it's you don't have much of a warning. Okay? So we're going to inhale, and you're starting to have a little itchiness in your nose, and you're going and you start to squeeze the sphincter, which is the Kegels. Squeeze, 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 and you go choo, and you've squeezed the sphincter, so nothing comes out. Relax. Relax the sphincter muscles. Just rock back and forth a little bit. And we'll do that one more time. So you feel a little itchiness in your nose. Squeeze the Kegels. Squeeze them tight. Choo. And you've squeezed them so good, nothing came out. Okay, and relax. All right. So just move around a little bit, like you would like to do. All right, so staying with the cheeks, because we're getting cheeky. We're going to lift up the feet. Knees are soft. Brace the abs, squeeze the glutes, and start to walk, 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 walk. Put one foot down, the other foot down. And if that was too hard right then, keep the feet down. And let's all keep the feet down to go back. I'm going to take my pillow away. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. My lower back is against the back, the bottom of the chair back. And now we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and back, 2, 3, 4. Just rest. Very important to be able to move your glutes. Okay, so we're in the middle of the chair. Now we're going to lift up one leg. Okay, if I were facing you, it would be your left leg. So start to walk, 2, 3, 4, and back, 2, 3, 4, just using your right leg. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, and rest. Out a little bit. You're probably tired from that. Your heart may be beating a little faster. It is aerobic. Okay, other leg up. You're going to use your left leg this time. Brace the abs, squeeze the glutes, retract the chin. Take a breath and back, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, or wherever you are, and forward 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and back 2, 3, 4. Okay, stamp, stamp, stamp. Feel the nice work that your quads had to do, and your glutes. Okay, brace the abs, and your core is getting stronger from this. So I'll turn around this way again, and we'll continue where we started. So both feet are up. Take a nice breath, and 1, 2, 3, 4, and back, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Your lower back is right into the chair. Take a breath, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Put your left foot down, right foot down. Feel your sitting bones. Go back and forth. Very nice. Feel what you're feeling. Sit up straight and tall. Retract the chin. Brace the abs. Squeeze the glutes. Feel your body. Notice your feet. How do your feet feel? Ankles. How do your knees feel? Okay, we were really using the hip muscles and of course, the glutes to do that walking. If you can and want to, the wonderful way to practice that and to really strengthen your glutes is to come onto the floor. Yes, the floor, the dreaded floor. Knees are up, heels are down. Brace the abs, squeeze the glutes, retract the chin, and start to take a walk. Forward, and then back. The back is very hard, okay? So that tired me out. It is tiring. To get up, I will just show you very quickly because we're going to sit to stand. So this is my right foot is back, my left knee is down, but I'm not going to use either knee. So this is good for knee replacement people. You don't need your knees to get up from the floor, but you do need your arm strength. So both hands are to my left of my body. I'm looking to the left. My right foot is down. My left foot is on its side. Both knees are up. Take a breath. When you can, lift up your bum. Twirl your body around. Find something that's nearby. And then come up one vertebra at a time. And the head is the last to come up. So here I am back in the chair. And we're going to get up from the chair the 3 ways. So heels are under the thighs, under the quads, still facing forward. Just rock a little bit. Feel the work in your quads. Quads are called the independent muscles. They keep you independent. Okay, and these are still apart. Hands are just gently on the quads. You're going to take a breath. Lead with the chin. So your head stays on your neck, just through as straight as you can today, right now. You've come down, your belly is in your lap, touching your thumbs if you can. Heels are still on the ground. Think of the rectangle that is each foot. Your nose goes over your toes. Take a breath. And when you can, your head drops a little bit, 8, 12, 10, 12 pounds. And lift your bum up. So it looks like this. And then slowly, one vertebra at a time, come up. Shoulders back and down. Head is the last to come up. Find your seat. Come back down lightly. Stamp, stamp, stamp. Aladdin arms. So notice which arm is on top. Elbows are forward if you can. Okay, if they're like this, that's okay too. So elbows are forward. You listen to your inner teacher. Always remember that. Do what feels good, but works you, pushes you a little bit. We're trying to get stronger. We never want pain. Okay, so elbows are forward, brace the abs, squeeze the glutes, retract the chin. When you retract the chin, feel what happens to your shoulders and your shoulder muscles, upper back muscles. Really great. Okay, take a breath. Start to lead with your chin and your elbows. So you're opening up your armpits, really nice stretch of the armpits. Belly goes toward the lap. Nose is well over the toes. Take a nice inhale, and when you can, drop the head a little bit as the tush goes up. Stay. And then push, push, push with your feet. So your body comes up, and the head is the last. Just wiggle, wiggle a little bit. Whew. I'm feeling a little sweaty. I'm going to take the right hand, find the chair, land very lightly, very mindfully, and relax your body just for a few seconds in the chair. Close your eyes. Think about how straight your spine is. Retract the chin. C-A-G. Chin, abs, glutes. With each exhale, see if you can relax the shoulders a little more. Okay, so we're going to do Aladdin again with the other arm on top. So that's some yoga for the brain. Trying to remember which arm was before, and now it's the other arm. So first, extend the elbows a little bit. Feel the nice pull. Shouldn't be harsh. Nice pull of your upper arms and upper back. Okay, relax the shoulders. And then take a breath. And start to go forward with the chin, elbows, belly toward the lap. Keep the toes from curling if you can, which I always have to think about. Take a breath. Your nose is well over your toes. You're pushing with the feet. Lift up the tush. Stay. And then push, push, push. Push with the feet. Chin is toward the chest. Shoulders back and down. Head is the last to come up. Wiggle, wiggle. Okay, find the chair with your left hand this time. Okay, feel your body. All right, we're going to do the water skiing practice. So you're holding on with your gentle but firm fists onto the handles of the motorboat. That's way over there. And your elbows are soft, shoulders are down, belly braced, etc. Take a nice inhale and you feel the ropes of the motorboat of pulling your handles because the motor has started and you're looking at one hand or the other. And then your tush comes up, your nose is over your toes, so your tush comes up and you are water skiing. Alrighty, shake out. Just feel your body for a few seconds. Bounce. Very important for the knee muscles, for the quads, for the leg muscles. Very important to bounce. Okay? You're in control. All right, so we're going to do, of course, as we always do, standing mountain pose on the wall, if you have a wall, I hope. So here we are, feet are 2-3 inches in front of the wall. Pelvic girdle is against the wall, just bounce, feel that. Lift up the toes, put them down flatter, straighter, slightly pigeon-toed, but facing forward, as are the knees. And wing bones back, elbows against the wall, hands are relaxed, palms are forward. So your chin is parallel to the floor, if you can. It's more important to have your chin parallel to the floor than your head touching the wall, because otherwise your chin might be pointing up, and that's what we're trying to avoid. We're working against that forward head syndrome. So here we are. We're as relaxed as we can be. Look at yourself from one side or the other. How does that person who is you look right now? Lift up the toes, put them down flatter, and feel the rectangle that's each foot. Breathe into the belly, and you can blow. Feel the belly retract. Inhale. And again, exhale. Relax the shoulders. Inhale one more time. And exhale. Okay, so we'll do the big X. Open up the legs. Arms are, the back of the hands are against the wall. And I encourage you to do this in your bed so that the feet are pointing each to its own direction. You're a big X. Knees are soft, elbows are soft, but you take a breath and you really stretch. So when you're in the bed or on the floor, practicing this on the floor is great, but in the bed is wonderful too. You lift up, you flex your feet and you lift up the lower legs if you can. And then release. And one more time, big, big stretch to really straighten your spine. Keep it straight, 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 straight as you're exhaling. And then release. And one more time, big stretch. And release. So if you say stretch, or you say push, or you're counting, you are exhaling. All right, so I asked you to get a towel if that was possible, because I hadn't told you last week we were going to do this. I'm going to come over here here's my towel that I folded up a few times. I'm putting it down. Hope you can see. I think you can. All right, so we're going to start with the heels on the height. So if you have a cushion that's not too squishy, you want it to be about an inch, inch and a half, maybe even 2 inches. So your heels are on the mat or I was thinking to use a book, but that would be a little, you could try a book. That could be a little hard on your feet. But here we are, we're on the heels and the toes are down. Legs are still hip width apart, slightly pigeon-toed, knees are soft, and you can figure out where to, how far close to the wall you can be. And you can do this at the kitchen counter, is a wonderful height, or on the back of a chair if you want to. But it's better to use something that's not going to move. All right, so your hands are on, you're gripping, you can be gripping the chair, but in a gentle way, not really tight. Okay, so here I have my hands on the wall, and the heels of my hands are on the wall too. So we're just going to feel how that feels. We're straight and tall, knees are soft, looking straight ahead. So drop one hand, and if you can, and this is for balance, so if you can, drop your other hand to your side, just wiggle, wiggle, feel what you're feeling. Okay? So one hand, the other hand, and now we're going to do it the other way. So you're going to turn your towel around, if that's the highest part. Put the toes on, heels down, and bounce. Look straight ahead. And this is quite basic, of course. This is for balance with your feet in slightly different positions. Okay? So you're dropping the one arm, dropping the other arm, and feel what you're feeling. Okay? So let's put the hands in this position, put the hands on the wall. We're going to just try to balance on the right leg. So you're lifting up your left leg. This is quite a bit and it's a little different. I'm a little wobbly because I haven't done this before. So we're standing up straight and tall. I drop the arm that goes with that leg. And I'm staring straight at the wall and see if I can, this is a challenge. See if I can move the other arm off the wall. That was a wiggle for me. Okay, so shake out. Very interesting. Learning about our bodies all the time. All right, so now we'll go to the other side, see how that responds. So we have the fingers, you can have your fingers on the wall. Shoulders back and down, we're as straight as we can be, knees are soft, looking straight ahead. We're going to lift up the other leg. Okay, so here we are. Get your balance. This is a challenge for me. And see if you can drop the other hand. And the goal will be 10 seconds. So somehow this side was easier than the other for me. All right, we're going to go back to the heels on the height. Okay, so whatever you're using for your height. Okay, this was easy for me with two feet. Gonna lift up the outside, putting the weight on the one you can't see as well. Okay, so let's see what happens. Find your place to stare at, very important. Your toes are working hard. So let go. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I could not do 10. I did 8, but not 10. Very interesting. Okay, so we'll do the other side. Take a breath. Drop one hand. Raise the abs. Squeeze the glutes. Keep the knees soft. Keep your eye on a spot. Try to keep your toes straight, not curling. Okay? So when you can, lift up the back leg, the other leg that you didn't before, and let go. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Just do it as much as you can. You saw, this is not easy for me. Very, very interesting. All right, so that's the towel or something that gives you some height. And you saw what I did, and it was a challenge for me. All right, just bounce a little bit and we'll do our walk. Always have to think about the walking. So a friend of mine said she couldn't lift her feet up because her shoes are too heavy. And I was upset about that and have been. So make sure that when you put on shoes, you buy new shoes. Make sure they're not heavy. You need to be able to move your feet. Okay, so you can just go back and forth like this, and you can feel in the shoe store or whatever you're doing. You're probably doing it online, so maybe you've tried them at a real shop. Okay, but anyway, always important to keep the knees soft, hip width apart, striking with the heel, ball, toe. And you can use your wall right now. Use the wall. Heel, ball, toe, lift, heel, ball, toe, heel, ball, toe, kick, heel, ball, toe, kick, heel, ball, toe, heel, ball, toe. Okay? And then toe, ball, heel, toe, ball, heel, toe, ball, heel, but you're using your whole foot. Very important. Very important. And that's easy enough, especially with the wall. See if you can do it without holding on. That slowly. When you go slow or slower, you are doing more of a balance activity than if you go faster. But every step you take is a balance. You're shifting from right to left, right to left. Okay, so now I'll go this way without the wall. You can still use the wall. Start to move your arms. Right hand over left leg, left hand over right. And you're not going too slowly. You can put some pep in your step. Bounce. Good for the knees. Bounce, bounce. And start to swivel the hips as well. And going backwards is very important as well. Use your proprioception. Very important to know where you are in space. So you go forward with the arms, and then backwards, and you have your safety right here. All right, so we will come into our seated mountain pose. Get my pillow. We'll do our plie. So whichever leg you are accustomed to putting back, see if you can think, which one do I usually put back, and put the other one back. The other, the back one, usual back one forward this time. Knees are soft, hold your balance pole. My back leg is touching the chair. So here we are. We're going to take a nice big breath, start to come down, find the chair with your hand, and land lightly. There's something else I just read about. When you plop into a chair, now a sofa is different than a hardback chair or a wooden chair. But when you plop, there is a possibility of hurting your vertebrae. So think about that, trying to keep our bones as together as they can be. All right, so here we are. And what I wanted to do, I think we don't have time for today, but let's do our cooling under the eyelid caution. So we're going to use the ring fingers. We're sitting straight and tall, shoulders back. You can see your feet. And we're going to find the inside of the eyebrow, so the bushiest part of your eyebrow, and push down on those inside parts of your brows. That's, and breathe. These are pressure points. It may help you open up your sinuses a little more. And wiggle, wiggle. Keep your eyes closed. Ring fingers back to the inside of the eyebrows, just lightly now. Just brush them a little bit. And we're going to go along the eyebrows, down the sides of the eyes, under the eyes, very, very, and back up, very light. So we're making these very, very light circles. Not pushing the skin, just touching the skin in circles. And when you do this on your own, I hope you will. Do about 10 of them and always go in this direction. From the inside of your eyebrows out and then back up. Do about 10. We'll do 2 more here. And take your hands away. I hope you're feeling some little tingling around your eyes, especially under the eyes. And your face is as relaxed as it can be. And again, we'll take the ring fingers to the insides of the eyebrows, go down your nose and flick toward the temples, but we're just doing a little flick. And so the flicking is really where the fluid tends to build up under the eyes. But we're going so lightly and we're not pushing the skin, we're just touching the skin. Maybe 2 more. And hands on the quads. Just feel the little tingling. I feel like when I feel that tingling, I feel like the fluids are dispersing a little bit. And how are your sinuses now that we've done what we've done? We did some aerobic work. So maybe your heart was beating a little faster. Mine was. I was getting a little bit sweaty even. And let's just relax our bodies. Scan your bodies. How are you feeling? How are the eyelids? How are the jaws? And let's look down or keep your eyes closed if you like. Bring your arms around, palms together above the head. Let the thumbs come down to heart center. And we will say namaste to each other. I hope we will have a happy and healthy and peaceful year. And look at your own fingers. Look at your own lap, your own heart, your own wrists, whatever you can see. And say namaste to yourself. Really be grateful that you took the time to take this class and other things that you do to improve your health, strength, balance. And as I say, I hope you're feeling better when you leave than when you came. Namaste.